Picture this. You're coming home after being in your natural habitat, touching this weird green stuff, and whatever this is, and you sit down and wish you had a magical application that somehow fixes your weird game issues, if only. Gamescope, a micro-compositor made by darling Valve. This is mainly used on Steam Deck. It has certain features, such as resolution spoofing, essentially telling the game to use a fake resolution, and super resolution with FSR1 and NVIDIA image scaling, or NIS. And also making go a version. Thanks to the community, it is maintained on all of your dog's favorite operating systems, that being Arch, Nix, Fedora, and Debian. If you're using something else, I don't think I need to tell you where to get them, for obvious reasons. Now, you start by typing the command, which is Gamescope. Okay? This command, on its own, it does a whole lot of nothing. See? It just does this and does nothing. A quick tip, just as a quality of life, just when you run it to backend STL, it will make your life a lot better. It doesn't change how it behaves, but it will fix a lot of problems we're gonna encounter later. So just do this and have a peace of mind. Now, to make this thing actually useful, we'll do a dash. This is its syntax, deal with it. Then the name of the application. Let's say our victim is gonna be, I don't know, VKCube. And there it is. It's running, it's healthy, it's spinning, it's going and going. Look at that. Now, it's also best practice to define your resolution so it doesn't get confused when you do a complex configuration. To configure a resolution, you have two parameters. You have the W parameter, which is the width, and you have the H parameter, which is the height. Put in whatever resolution you want. It doesn't have to be your resolution. You can fake it. You can put in 3840 by 2160. You have a fake 4K display, right? You can do whatever you want. And you can also make it smaller, which is nice for certain use cases, I guess. Now, if we do VKCube, nothing really would change. Now, you might say, I want to monitor this. I want a Mango HUD. Should I just do like Mango HUD Gamescope? No. No, see how it's like glitched? Do not do that. Gamescope has its own implementation of Mango HUD, which works better with Gamescope. To activate it, you guessed it, you do a mango app. It's not HUD, it's app. You run it, and as you can see, it's filling the whole screen. This is taking your existing Mango HUD configuration in your config files. If you do not have one existing, it's going to use a default stock one, which is going to have your GPU usage, your CPU usage, and your Gamescope frame rate. Anything else it will not provide. If you do not have already a Mango configuration set up, if you do, it's going to pull it, and it's going to use it. You might say that's great and all, but how am I going to use this? You copy this, right? And you go to your favorite Googling website, Steam. Okay, my victim of today is going to be Fallout New Vegas, okay? You go to the options, properties. If you have Mango HUD here, just remove it, okay? You paste in the command we did, okay? Gamescope, we defined the resolution, we defined the STL backend. The STL backend, you should use it if you're using a compositor with Gamescope. So you're running an environment, and you're running Gamescope in that environment. And Mango HUD because it's nice to see our frame rates, and also quite nice for old apps or apps that behave weirdly with the mouse, is -- force grab cursor. Okay? What this does is in that fake window, it makes a fake cursor that sticks inside the window. It does not leave it, which is good for games like this who expect to have full attention on them 24/7. They're like a needy child. Okay? You quit. And of course, remember to have good spaces. As you can see, between Gamescope and this environment variable, we have a space. And between the %, we have a space. Now, this will not work because we did not do the space -- This space -- is very important. It will not work if you do not put this there. Let's close it and run it. As you can see, it is running. You full screen by invoking your full screen hotkey. And there it is. Bob is your uncle. We have a limit of 60. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The 60 FPS limit was from Gamescope. It defaults to 60 FPS. Let's do -R 180. Yeah, I was wrong. Defining the -R parameter makes it go above the 60 FPS limit that Gamescope has by default. There it is. This game is very poorly optimized, so it will not reach that frame rate, but as you can see, it goes. And if I scale it, nothing weird is gonna happen, right? If I go, get back, it stays here. For old games like this, they usually disappear when you let focus on them go. So this fixes it. And that's Gamescope. It's a nice little utility to fix weird behavior with games on Linux. Peace.